By the age of 4, Nick already decided what he wanted to be when he grew up.
So much fun to be out there on the ice. Like some of my favorite memories when I was a kid were, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but being at the rink at like 5:15 a.m. in the morning, and you're tired, like your parents basically had to drag you out of bed to get to practice, and but there's like, when you get up to the rink that early, there's like a kind of like a mist on the ice, and it's like a fresh sheet of ice, and you're miserable, you're cold, and you're tired, and you're hungry because you haven't eaten anything yet because it's 5:15 in the morning, and you had to get up at like 4, so it's it's just you're miserable, but you step out on the ice and just like the smell, and you start skating around, and the cold like breeze on your face, and your body starts to warm up, and you start to sweat even though it's like 32 degrees in this place, and the whole experience of it, that's got to be one of my favorite experiences from when I was younger playing.
Now, 27 years later, he still gushes as if he only just hit the ice for the first time.
Not too many sports where when you do something right, like a red light goes off and everybody cheers.
Even though it wasn't the easiest hobby to master,
I started playing hockey when I was about 4 years old. It's hard to learn how to play hockey because no one is born with the knowledge of ice skating. It's definitely something that you have to work on every single day. No one is born like talented at ice skating. You have to keep working at it.
But he did have plenty of people to look up to.
When I was younger, obviously, I was still in the time when Wayne Gretzky was playing, and everybody loved Wayne Gretzky. But honestly, when I was still playing competitively, it was probably a player named Sergei Fedorov. He played for the Red Wings, which I know is like taboo here in Denver. But he was just so much fun to watch. I think that Peter Forsberg also was someone for me who he just did things where you're just like, this guy's not even human.
Eventually, Nick did realize that hockey wasn't going to result in a career, but still, he could not walk away.
Well, you're not going to make as much money as a basketball player, but it's definitely more difficult to be able to play it professionally. And also, you're not going to like it at first. so it's like, it really is kind of a hard sell.
Although he no longer plays competitively, he is on a team referred to as a beer league. When I first met Nick and asked him what it was like to have this dedicated relationship to hockey, he chuckled and responded,
I first realized that I fell in love with hockey. Actually, I was given an ultimatum. So I didn't even know that I really fallen in love with hockey yet. But hockey was really expensive. And at the time, I also really loved to ski. I was a huge skier. Like my parents would take me up every weekend. I also loved Legos when I was a kid. And so like once a week, if I was good, I would get to go pick out a new Lego set. And my mom came up to me one day and she said, like Nick, hockey's really expensive, and if you want to keep playing, no more Lego sets, because we just can't afford it, and you can't ski anymore because it takes up the entire weekend. And I remember thinking about it for about 3 seconds, and just saying, that's a no-brainer. Like, that's a no-brainer, like, I want to play hockey, I love playing hockey.
Now look at that. I guess true love does exist.